Hello, my name is Klaus Dodds. I'm Professor of Geopolitics at Royal Holloway, University of London. And for those of you who read the Geographical magazine, I write a monthly column called Geopolitical Hotspot. This year the competition is concerning a question: how is Britain changing? And I'm going to suggest that you could answer the question by focusing on geographical scale. First of all, we could focus on the everyday and the local, and you could think about the area you live in and how that is changing. Maybe it would be looking at how you interact with different kinds of people. Maybe it would be looking at objects, perhaps you can buy in local shops. Or perhaps it's the way in which, for example, new housing has been built and began to transform the area that you know best. Nationally, we could think about the relationship within the United Kingdom. After all, we have England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. How has the relationship between those constituent parts of the United Kingdom been changing? Very recently we had a referendum about the possible independence of Scotland. Now we know, of course, voters said no to that ultimately, but that told us something interesting, that the relationship we have within the United Kingdom is not something that will stay the same forever. Regionally, the United Kingdom is very shortly about to have a referendum about our future relationship with the European Union. And certainly when I was born in the late 1960s, Britain wasn't even a part of what was then called the European Economic Community. So there's another possibility of change there, our relationship with Europe. And then finally, we could think about the United Kingdom or Britain's relationship with the global. How have our relationships with other parts of the world changed radically? Perhaps we could use things like migration and immigration to think about how our relationship with places changes through the movement of people.